Okay, everybody, welcome back. We're in episode 16. We're in week 12 of fantasy football in the greatest fantasy football league ever created. I have my co-host and the GOAT in studio. Hasn't been in studio since I think week 1. Is that right, Matty?
In studio, I believe since week 1.
Wow. And what a 11 weeks it's been. Well, not for you, it hasn't been. So listen, let me go back to the opening of episode 15 where I doubted myself. I was in a dark place, and I very rarely doubt myself. And now, after a shocking beatdown of the great Ryan Rose team, your leader, the commissioner, your role model is back. I'm at 7-4. I am right now, Matty. If the season ended, I'd have the first round bye as the number 2 seed. And as I said, your commissioner will not go gently into that good night. I quoted the great Dylan Thomas in episode 15 to launch the episode. Let me quote another great individual, Matty, and maybe this will give you some energy towards the end of the season play spoiler, and maybe it'll give you some energy into next year. Maybe you get some T-shirts with this quote.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give you the quote from another great individual. If my mind can conceive it, if my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it. And that is the great one, Muhammad Ali. Matty, I know you know the quote, Matty. I know you're an avid reader and an avid sportsman. And you know just about, like I've mentioned many times on our episodes, one of the greatest minds. You came up with a great solution for Bat Jr. I don't know if he's going to act upon it. We had Uncle Jay here last week talking about it, thinks he should be suspended. I don't want to go down that path. I'm in a good place. I'm at 7-4. If the league ended, if the season ended, I'd be a first round bye. Ryan is taking on water. But what an amazing week 11 that is behind us. I mean, just a shocking turn of events. And let's start, Matty, and I'm going to get to you. I know you want to say something very special to the crowd. Let's start with the standings, which, again, have never been this close down the stretch. And we're going to start at the bottom with the usual bottom. Your daddy, UG, is officially eliminated at 2-9. He is eliminated from the playoff hunt at 2-9, last place again this year. And really nothing else to be said for that. We did get some background from Uncle Jay about how bad he actually is in the other leagues, which I thought was telling. But let's move on from that. We've talked enough about your daddy this season. David Jr., with a big win, gets to 3-8. He's still not eliminated. He shocked the world with Andy. He had about 255 points. Yeah. He still beat Andy pretty well. Andy had about 225. This is typical for Andy down the stretch. But I've been saying this for a week. David Jr. is going to be the spoiler down the stretch. He already took a huge chunk out of Andy, and now he plays Mikey, which is a big game, and he plays you, which doesn't matter, or maybe it'll matter, but doesn't really matter. And then he finishes with Pat Jr. But here's where we get a little, you get a little dark, right? So, Matty, you've proclaimed yourself as the GOAT. Now I'm calling you Mr. Irrelevant. I called you Mr. Irrelevant on a couple of episodes. You're at 3-8. You got beaten really bad by Cheech, 50 points. Cheech is hot. He's won 4 straight. That's who I play this week. I've won 5 straight. And you're done, Matt. And next week, probably out for good, right? Yep. You'll get that E next to your name and you'll be eliminated from the playoffs. But, Matty, I want to take a second because on top of a crushing season for you, and usually you're at the top, you've had some really, really upsetting news from your back office, and really what has guided you and driven you to the successes you've had in fantasy football. So what I'm going to do, Matty, I'm going to step aside. The stage is yours. I know you want to say a couple things, then we'll get back into the standings. We'll talk about the matchups, and we'll talk about what we think for the playoffs. So go ahead, Matty. Stage is yours.
Thanks, Dave. Well, as we know, this is an amazing sport that we play, and we all look forward to it every day. But at the end of the day, it's just sports. I know it's going to hurt some people. It is a lifestyle, but we have to remember there are bigger issues at heart. For those of you who don't know, John Beam was shot and killed in Oakland just a few days ago. He's been a part of my team for the last 7 years now. He's sat with me through multiple championships, so it's really hard to see him go. I feel that's my responsibility to say a few words about John and the kind of man he was and the kind of life he led. So just give me a minute here to get these words out.
You take your time, Matty.
Thanks, Dave. Coach John Beam, a pillar of Oakland, a mentor to generations, and a leader who turned young men into warriors, scholars, and believers in their own futures. Coach Beam didn't just coach football, he coached life. In a city where too many young people grow up being told what they can't do, Coach Beam was the voice that said, yes, you can, and I'm going to show you how. He was the kind of coach who didn't just demand greatness, but expected it, because he saw the greatness in his players before they saw it in themselves. He taught discipline to those who had none. He gave structure to those whose lives felt chaotic, and he gave hope to the kids who thought the world had forgotten about them. And he gave every ounce of his heart to Oakland's youth and to still Matt's league. Now, losing a man like Coach Beam, it leaves a hole, not just in a school, not just in a team, not just in me, but in the entire community. Because legends are not born, they are built. Day after day, in early mornings, late nights, tough conversations, second chances, and the kind of love that does not always sound soft, but always feels strong. If you've ever stood on a field with Coach Beam, you remember it. You remember the booming voice pushing you past your limits. You remember the belief in his eyes when you finally got it right. And you remember the way he made you feel like your dreams were not possible, but necessary. Now, I remember John used to say to me, champions aren't remembered for their trophies. They're remembered for the people they lift up. And take a look around. Look how many people he has lifted. So tonight, yes, we feel the pain. We feel the anger. We feel the heartbreak of a good man taken far too soon. But we also feel something else, a responsibility. A responsibility to carry forward the light he brought into this world, to let his name be an action, not just memory. Tonight, we don't say goodbye. We say thank you. Thank you, John, for the lives you've changed, the dreams you've sparked, and the strength you've planted in the youth of Oakland, as well as the strength you've planted in this league. There are 3 things that I want to say to you, John, because I know you're listening. 1, I will never let your name die. I will carry it with me for the rest of my fantasy football career, and that is a promise. 2, I want to say that I'm embarrassed and ashamed that I cannot bring home the championship in your honor this year. But I promise you, next year, you're coming for it all, and nobody will forget John Beam. Lastly, I want to say thank you, John. Thank you for believing in a young me, giving me the opportunity to coach alongside you throughout this league and solidify not only mine, but your legacy as the GOAT. Rest in peace, Coach. I'll take it from here.
Matty, I will tell you, and I've said this to you before, what you've done for not only his name, but what you've done as a fantasy football owner. I know that he's proud of you, right? He's told me in the past that he was proud of you. And just Matty, beautiful words. I know you wrote that earlier. And maybe next year. So you're keeping the name, I would imagine.
Of course. And we've added a dove on the end to remember him.
I love that. And I think, like you said, this year was a disappointment. On top of it, the tragedy with John. But maybe next year you dedicate the season, start afresh, dedicate the season. But beautiful words, Matty, from a beautiful person. And may I shake your hand, Matty?
Absolutely, Dave.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
And that speech by Matty was brought to us by our local sponsor, Maine Beer Company. I'm trying the lunch today. Love the bottles, love the taste, love the beer. Maine Beer Company. Okay, Matty, thank you again for those beautiful words, but let's move on if we can. It's hard to segment into the season and what remains,
It's
but
what John would want.
it's what he would want. He's a football legend, and you're a football legend. I'll leave it at that, and we'll move on.
Yep.
So, as I mentioned, you had a very difficult time last week. You're not eliminated, Matt, but you're right there.
Yep.
And I'll tell you what, if you come back and make the playoffs, that would be something, right? Especially after that speech. But pretty much done. So let's move on to the middle of the pack. And this guy, we had so much talk about him last week with Uncle Jay. Pat Jr. is at 5-6. and in a nosedive towards irrelevance.
Yep.
He's again this year. He should look for a partner for next year. Period. I've had it with him.
What happens every year?
Well, his daddy was here yesterday. His daddy stopped by to talk to me about what his son's doing to this league and not being responsive in starting his lineups. And his daddy thinks that he should get Uncle Jay to be a partner next year. His daddy also agrees with me on my philosophy that when Halloween hits, Pat Jr. disappears for a month and a half.
He's the ghost of Halloween.
It's like a big holiday for Pat Jr.
Yeah.
He disappears. He goes to another. He like another. He has another dimension in his mind. He goes to another person, and then he disappears for a month, and he comes back, and he's 5 and 6.
Yep.
But now Thanksgiving comes and Christmas comes. We're going to lose him again. I'll tell you that right now. So Pat's at 5 and 6. He's a nosedive. We'll get into who he plays, but he's becoming Mr. Irrelevant quickly. Again, he was 5 and 1. He's lost 5 straight. It's embarrassing. And then we go to Andy at 6 and 5 after a brutal loss to David Jr. I told you David Jr. was going to play spoiler, but Andy, luckily, after that just embarrassing loss to David, he had like 225 points, as I mentioned. Andy should bounce back. He plays your daddy this week. Your daddy's awful. Should be ashamed of himself. So Andy, let's assume he gets back on his winning ways. He's at 6 and 5. He needs a win because if Andy starts to crater, he'll fall apart. He gets emotional, he gets angry, and then it's over. But with all that, the race for the 1 and the 2 seed right now, Maddie, we've never seen this.
It's unbelievable.
We've never seen it in this league. So here's what we have at 7 and 4: Mikey, Nipples, Cheech, and Uncle Dave, all sitting at 7 and 4. As I mentioned, technically I'm the 2 spot because they're based on the points that I've scored, and I'm a first round bye right now. But that can change dramatically. We have 3 weeks left in the season, and then there's Ryan at 8 and 3. Another loss for Ryan, 2 straight. He's in a death spiral, and he could be knocked out of the bye week. If he loses again. And he could be. I'll tell you what. If he has a tough time the next 3 weeks, he could be out of the playoffs. And we were talking about Ryan running away with the league 2 weeks ago.
No, he can't miss the playoffs. I don't think.
If he loses the next 3 games, he gets to 8 and 6. I got to see who he plays. We'll go through that.
Okay.
Well, next episode, I'm really going to dive into the numbers and who plays who and what it really means down the road. Right? We a lot of the stuff we're just looking at week to week, but we're going to get into a deep dive into the numbers. So for week 12, only 3 weeks left in the regular season. Let's talk. Do you want to say anything about what I just went over about how we're bunched up? Any comments from the GOAT about what this league is looking like stepping into week 12?
Look, it's a crazy league. It gets better every year. This is just what happens when a league evolves. I think it's going to be like this for many years to come. Just look out. Those sitting at the top spot, be careful. You could be out of the playoffs soon. Just look out.
Yeah. So let's look at week 12 matchups, right? So I'll start with the games that nobody cares about, right? You're at 3 and 8. You play Pat Jr. At 5 and 6. Critical game
for Pat
Jr. Let's go to, if you have your phone out, Maddie, we just jump to the boards and take a look at some of the matchups and some of the numbers. But this game right now sits at 50-50, which is just, again, the season's absolutely electric. You're sitting at 50-50. Do you want to make any comments about what you got going on as far as your lineup or anybody? You have a bye. Quentin Johnson has a bye. Pat's kicker has a bye. Hopefully he makes a change there.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that matchup?
Look, this is no one wants to watch this game. This is a game where it's on at 4:00. You're not even watching it. Listen, do I think Pat has been falling off a cliff recently? Yes. Do I think he has a chance to win this game? Well, he's at 50-50. Do I think he will win this game? No. There's a couple of reasons. Pat, like you said before, right around Halloween, he falls off. He doesn't even care. He didn't even set his lineup 2 weeks ago, which was unbelievable. Following the death of one of the greatest men to ever walk this earth, how could this team lose? I think this is a Buster Douglas, Mike Tyson kind of story. I know Pat's no Mike Tyson, but I'm Buster Douglas.
Are you dedicating this game to
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
That's all you need to know.
So I'll tell you what, Maddie, I'm throwing my money on you. I'm throwing my money on you.
Yep. That's good.
And I'll tell you what also I know. Pat Jr. probably doesn't fix his kicker.
Probably not.
Which could get him suspended.
He should definitely look out. I mean, ETN might not even play. He's got a couple questionable guys.
Yep.
Got to be careful.
Let's see what he does. So what's the score, Matty? Give me a score on that one.
Listen, I think I'm going to put up around my projection at 320. I think Pat's going to be around 290. I think it'll be somewhat close, but I don't think he's going to have enough to get it done.
Right now, Pat is favored by 0.40.
Yep.
That's crazy.
I know.
Two bad teams. Are you coming in studio?
What do I have to do?
You got to get a chair. You come around. I'll get your mic set up, and then I'll cue you in. We got a special guest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be very long, though.
Well, come on in. Let's see. He's going to get situated. Where's my producer to set this up? Where's my producer? There's a lot of people. I got a couple producers. Look at this special guest in studio. Listen to that crowd.
Yep.
Listen to that crowd. Your mic's live, right? So you got to talk on the mic. That's live. You got to come. You keep moving it over. You move over. Come on in.
There's nowhere to move. I'll come back.
Come on. You got your point spread. You got all your stuff. So let me just before you go on there. Let me give a quick introduction. So this is an incredibly, I mean, this episode is going to go down in history. We have Matty's emotional speech dedicated the week to John Beam, dedicated next season to John Beam, and then we have where it all started. And I will say, so I talked about
the mic a little bit.
Yeah, you're breathing heavy into the mic. You can't breathe heavy into the mic. Just breathe regular. I know you're nervous about being on the show, but just breathe normal, and I'll edit what I got to edit. So what we have here in episode 16, I reference everyone's daddy on this show. And most daddies, your daddy is whatever. He's horrible at fantasy football. This guy here to my right, my daddy, how old are you, Dad, now?
85, 86 in another week.
86 in another week.
Well, actually, it's, what's today, 19? You got...
I thought you had the number wrong.
11 is 13.
13 days?
13 days.
13 days.
I'm 85. I forgot about all the back...
So you'll be 85 in 3 weeks.
So I'm
2 weeks.
85 now. I'll be 86.
You'll be 86. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. We got that straight.
From South Florida to be here on this show, by the way.
Yep. We flew him out.
They threw me out at Kings Point. It's an over 55 community.
Over 75 community.
Huh? Over average age is about 80, I would say.
Okay.
If I had to take a
okay.
So when do we get to my pick?
You wanted to go about the episode. You want to talk about any fantasy football, or you don't care about fantasy football? You don't really care. Yeah. All right. Let me ask you one question, because I know you're good at, but it might be mommy.
Is the game fixed?
You can't talk over the host.
Gotcha.
Okay. I don't want to mute your mic. You can't talk over the host.
Okay.
Matty's learned that the hard way.
Okay.
I know you're. I'll say you're an expert, but it might be mommy at Survivor Pool.
Mommy is.
Okay. So who's your?
I do the picks, but mommy.
Mommy tells you.
Yeah, mommy tells me.
Okay. So who are you still alive in any Survivor Pools?
Oh yeah, very much so.
How many Survivor Pools?
One.
Okay. How many just?
There's four people in it. There's 4 people in the pool.
How many Survivor Pools did you start?
Steve Ross.
How many Survivor
people in the
Pools
pool?
did you start the year?
How many we start? 5.
5.
Yeah. We're down to 4. But we're alive. We're alive physically, emotionally, and in the pool.
So, our Survivor Pool expert started out in 5. It's week 12 of the NFL, and you're in 1 left. All right. So who do you have left to pick? Who are you picking this week?
Lori,
what team?
He's on. I think he's
pool.
What team are you?
Take all. Huh?
What team are you picking this week to stay alive?
I have no idea who's even playing. I never looked. I have one.
That might have something to do with your.
Can I add one rule that I have in a Survivor Pool?
Sure.
One rule that I steadfastly believe.
Yep.
Never take more than 30 seconds to do the picks.
So you can't do one right now? We can't.
I don't know who's playing.
Oh, okay.
Give me the game.
Well,
and I'll tell
Maddie,
you.
why don't you go on your phone in a minute? We'll go back to it.
Yeah.
Not that anybody really cares.
Well,
you
people
can
do
put it
care.
in.
We got the whole world's watching.
You can put it in.
All
Yeah,
right.
the whole
So
world.
are you giving us, other than the survivor pool pick, which we'll give you in a few minutes when Maddie goes through the schedule, are you giving us college or NFL?
I have lessened my optimism on football and baseball because of the latest, let's just call it a referee call, Detroit and Philly the other day. Made me sick to my stomach. I had $10 actual money on Detroit. We didn't win the game, but we had a good shot at winning. $10 cash money. And we had a shot at winning.
Yep.
And the ref made a call, an invisible, we'll just call it the invisible penalty.
And you had
I had Detroit. I'm not saying they would have won the game, but they had a
what
shot.
did you have? You had the money line. You had the point spread. What did you
I had
have?
the money line. I had the money line and the point. $10 gone. Got down the drain.
All right. Well,
And plus the fiasco with Major League Baseball. With the believer throwing balls in the dirt. I mean, he's under federal indictment.
And what about the NBA? The NBA
is the fix of all fixes.
Yeah.
The guy was in. The guy, the coach of Portland was for 17 years. He was like a saint, whatever his last name is.
I don't know who you're talking about.
All
right. Okay.
There was an email that showed it, that surfaced where he was sending it to his friend. He said, bet it all on whoever they were playing.
I've officially lost control.
Don't forget. You gotta remember one thing. I got 70 years of losing gambling.
Yeah.
70
Well, you shouldn't start with that. You're giving your picks. People are going to listen to your picks.
Well, here they are. Well, I changed the college.
Now, what are you giving me now? Football, NFL, or
these
college?
These are picks that are live. You can check them live right now.
No, but what game? What sport?
College football.
College football.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. College basketball.
Tonight. Their games tonight.
They're in progress right now.
Well, no, you're supposed to give us picks for people to make the bets on, but these picks are already old.
Well, you can bet South Florida plus 3.5. That game didn't start yet.
Okay. All right. Give us your picks. Give us your picks.
Actually, I like Hard Rock better in point.
Give us your college basketball picks from this afternoon.
Air Force money line.
Who are they playing?
Middle Tennessee.
Who's Air Force playing?
I gotta look that up. They're playing Alabama State.
Okay.
I'm going by memory.
And who's
what it used to be? But
who is Air Force?
Air Force.
Who's their guard? They have a good guard. What's that guy's name?
I have no idea in the world. I couldn't tell you with 1,000 guesses.
Okay. All right. You got Air Force laying what?
Money line.
Money line. Air Force money line. Who else you got? What else you got?
Middle Tennessee State plus 27.5.
Who are they playing?
No idea. Valparaiso, they're playing. Look it up. Jacksonville State. Middle Tennessee, I think, was playing. I'm not really sure. I can look it up. And South Florida, my pick of the day. South Florida plus 3.
What time is that game start?
I think it's 8 or 8:30. Up plenty of time.
25 minutes.
DraftKings.com, FanDuel.
What's your favorite sports app?
Excuse me?
The sports betting app. What's your favorite sports betting?
In Florida, we're kind of restricted because you're not allowed. Illegal gambling has not been totally legalized, so the Indians have a
legal gambling. You mean?
Legal, yeah. Let's call
it on the app.
Well, first of all, there's no gambling allowed in Kings Point. You can get you can go on the 30-day restricted. You can't go to the pool for 30 days if you get caught gambling. So that's one of the rules that our community, mommy and I, our grandma and I, community.
Okay. All right.
So you don't want to get caught in that term.
No, you don't want to get. You don't want to get caught there.
From the pool again. I got banned for 30 days a couple of years ago just for arguing with the guard because she wouldn't let the Uber driver in because I forgot to call in first. Well, let's get into sports because that's enough of that personal life.
Okay, that's fine.
I think we need a Wonder League test.
We do need a Wonder League. Maddie, do you want to do a couple quick football picks, or do you want to do your Survivor pool?
No, so let's go to football picks.
All right,
Ma, do you know who you taking to Survivor, Ma, this week? No, Survivor pool. My mom's coming on camera. You can talk in the there you go. You can talk into the mic if you want, Ma. Who's your Survivor pick this week, Ma?
I always like Kansas City.
Did you use them yet?
I don't know. I'd have to Stevie look at it.
Okay.
Who's playing? Tell me who's playing.
All right, go ahead, man. Listen to who's. Go ahead.
Who?
Do what? Go ahead.
All
We
right.
have a live studio here. They're
All right, we got Bills at the Texans.
Go ahead.
The Bills
Do
are.
we have to pick every one?
Are we picking the games?
just pick your survivor.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
okay,
Write
okay.
it down.
Go ahead, Manny.
I got a
Quickly.
good memory, but
We got Bills at the Texans, Colts at the Chiefs, Steelers at the Bears,
I'll take the Chiefs.
Colts are good.
Patriots.
Chiefs.
That's true.
Patriots at the Bengals, Jets at the Ravens. I think she just named the only team she knows. Seahawks at the Titans, Vikings at the Packers, Giants at the Lions.
Giants
You
at
only take one
She
survivor.
knows the Vikings.
Okay. Father
Father
Dave.
Dave loves the
All right.
Vikings. Jaguars at the Cardinals, Browns at the Raiders, Falcons at the Saints.
You're going way too fast, Manny. Way too
Because
fast.
I think she just named the team that she knows.
You're taking who are the Ravens playing?
Ravens are playing the Jets at home in Baltimore.
Yeah, but Lamar might be out.
I would take.
It doesn't matter.
Jets aren't that good, but
They can play without a quarterback.
Did you take the Jets?
The Jets.
I can play.
Well, I mean, that's
Tommy wants to take the Jets. You want to take the
I mean,
Ravens?
they're getting 13 and a half. That'd be a pretty
No,
good
it's a survivor pool. They got to win.
You just got to win. You know, their point spread is irrelevant.
Yeah.
What if Lamar doesn't play?
That doesn't matter.
So you're taking the Ravens, Ma?
I said the Jets.
I'm just thinking of Jets. Okay.
Just telling you. I don't know. Who are you going to take?
Check my score, Matty. Check these scores. See how the Air Force is doing.
Okay.
That's a great.
If I bet over or under, I forgot.
Let's see.
Over 130.
Middle Tennessee. Oh, what do you have?
What?
Tennessee. What's the score of that game?
They're down 15.
How much time left?
17 minutes to go in the second half.
How about the Air Force?
15 with 7 minutes to go in the first half.
17 minutes
In the second
How
half.
do you in the first or second half?
in the second half.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I gotta look for Air Force. I'm not even listening on air.
How about Air Force and Alabama State?
It's online.
We can't find that one.
It's not.
It's not even listed.
It must have been an offshore book.
Offshore.
How about who are they playing? Jacksonville State.
Oh.
Air Force State.
How do you come up with these?
Air Force is down 1 with 4 minutes to go in the second half.
Air Force.
Hey, what's the score?
62 to 61.
That doesn't matter though. Oh, you did the over under?
I don't know if I've been over or under though. I don't know.
Well, you wrote it down.
I got
138 and a half.
I have to remember.
What's 138
I
and a half?
have to look it up.
They're at 123.
How much time?
4 minutes. It's possible.
And what's the score?
A lot of buckets.
Down one.
Down 1. And what was the last one that you wanted me to look at? What's that?
They're playing Jacksonville State. They're plus 2.5.
He's in the offshore book again.
Offshore. So give me, if we go quick through the NFL games, you give me one or two of your big picks this weekend.
Yeah, sure.
Do you need money? Do you need spreads or no?
Is this survivor pool or betting?
No,
pool?
this is betting.
betting.
Jacksonville State is up 7 with 30 seconds and a half.
Jacksonville State is up 7 with how much?
30 seconds. In the
30
first half.
seconds in the first half. First
Yeah.
half.
All right, well, that's a long way away. How about South Florida? What time do they play?
They play
They're
in
playing, I think,
15 minutes.
They're
They
playing
didn't
Houston.
play yet.
They're
What's-
playing Houston.
So, all right, so if anybody wants to put the South Florida bet in, you like South Florida get plus 3.5.
Plus 3.5. You
And
got it.
how much you want to throw on that? If you're betting
I bet either $5 or $10.
$10. And what time's that game at?
8 o'clock.
My
8
goal,
o'clock.
my
South Florida plus
my
3.
goal in betting is to hit parlays. 2-3 team parlays. Yeah.
Okay. Matt, why don't we
So-
just do
So
this?
the individual game is really it's relevant, but it'll keep you alive and floating.
Okay, yeah. Why don't we do this? I know you have things to do. You have.
I don't have anything to do. They're trying to get me off, and I actually have nothing to do. Actually, not. Actually, I have zero.
Maddie, we're going to give you a couple picks.
Go ahead. Go.
And what I would really like to do if I had time is give you picks from last week
Okay.
with the
By
spreads
who?
to see if
By
you
who?
got them,
By
but
who?
it's too late.
Yeah, I'm not
By
going
who?
to
So
find.
do you get
Well,
go on your sporting
I
app.
have. No, I left it.
Go on your app.
Florida.
Do you have the
I left it
spreads?
in Florida.
All right, so you
I-
ready? You ready? We're going to
Yeah, go ahead.
wrap quick though. Not
Go.
okay. This is for this
Is
week.
it survivor or betting?
All right,
This is
pool.
betting point spreads.
Betting.
There we go. All right. Lions.
Do you wait a minute? Do you care who's home or away?
Yeah, sometimes it
Yeah.
gives
So
you, sure.
if you,
I
can
got
you
it.
give us that?
I want
Yeah.
to know one question. Who are the referees?
Well, we don't.
Who
That's
are
I
the
can't control. I
referees?
can't control that.
Forget
Well,
here,
go
They
ahead.
control the game.
Go ahead. We're gonna.
Here
Are
is
you
right.
ready? Are you ready? It's gonna be
Bobby,
quick though.
Can I add one little thing? Marty
Sure.
always said, with all the gambling I did all these years, that it was fixed. And it turned out she could look into the future. She's a soothsayer of some kind.
Wow.
She's a soothsayer
Okay.
because she's right.
Okay.
Every single sport. The only thing that you leave.
All right. Well, then who's gonna win the South Florida game? 3.5 plus 3.5.
Who are they playing again? Houston? I forgot.
They're playing Oklahoma State.
Oh,
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma State. That's close.
Okay.
No, that's close.
It is close.
All right, here we go.
Okay, give
Well,
me,
not-
give me the games.
All right. Quick answers though. Don't
Okay.
think about it too.
Okay,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
Giants getting 10.5 at the Lions.
Lions.
Vikings getting 6 at the Packers.
Vikings getting 6 at the Packers. At the Packers.
30
I
seconds.
gotta like the Vikings.
Vikings. Colts getting 3.5 at the Chiefs.
Colts.
Patriots giving 7 at the Bengals.
Who was that? Patriots, you said?
Patriots giving 7 at the Cardinals. At the Bengals.
Patriots.
Steelers getting 2.5 at the Bears.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't hear the last one.
Steelers getting 2.5 at the Bears.
Mason Rudolph's quarterbacking.
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Oh.
Jets getting 13.5 at the Ravens.
Ravens. They're gonna blow them off the face of the earth.
Without Lamar.
matter.
Seahawks giving 13.5 at the Titans.
I'm a little hard to hear, and I hate to. I apologize, but
That's all right, Steve.
the question I can't hear.
Seahawks giving 13.5 at the Titans.
Who at the Titans?
Seahawks.
The Seahawks.
All right. Jags giving 3.5 at the Cardinals.
Jacksonville.
Browns getting 4 at the Raiders.
Ravens. I thought it was 13.5. Right?
Raiders.
Raiders. Who are they playing again?
Browns.
Raiders.
Eagles giving 3.5 at Dallas.
At Dallas? Dallas.
Falcons getting 1.5 at the Saints.
Falcons. And who, Manny? I'm sorry.
At the Saints. Giving
Falcons.
Getting 1.5.
That's a real game. I'll take a guess. That's the only one that's a guess. I'm going to guess Atlanta.
That's the only one that's a guess?
The only one.
Okay.
The
All
rest
right.
of them have been well thought out.
And the Bucks are getting 7 at the Rams.
The Bucks are getting 7 at the Rams. The Bucks. I'm going to go with Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Okay. Is that
And
it?
that's
That's
it.
the week.
Well, and then the Monday night game.
Go ahead. One Monday night game.
Monday night, the Panthers are getting 7 at the Niners.
Panthers. I like the Panthers.
Okay.
They've been playing really good.
Yep. So what we're gonna do?
Mark these down.
I'm gonna go back over the tape, right? And we'll have you back Thanksgiving Day to go through your picks. We're gonna do a live episode from Jay's on Thanksgiving.
Can we just do Thanksgiving picks?
We'll do that
Right
too.
now, or you want to do?
Yeah, do them that.
Can you-
One thing with my picks, if
Go
I
ahead.
may.
Yeah.
Try to, if you can, to use Monopoly money instead of real money.
Okay.
Okay? In other
That's
words,
your.
use Monopoly.
Okay.
Steve, put your hands down.
Do you want to? All
I
right.
was giving
Do
you
you,
the right-
do you want to? Let me ask you a question. All right, and then I'll let you go. If you can get Thanksgiving games up, can you get them up? Maddie's supposed to be my co-host. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Lions and against Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Give me the Super Bowl matchup this year. Who's in the Super Bowl?
Breathing in the mic.
I know.
Can I just tell you who's not going to be in?
No, there's 50 teams. Tell me who's going to AFC. Who's in the AFC? Who's winning the AFC? Do you want me to give you a couple teams that might win it?
No. I know who they are.
It's supposed to be a speed round.
Oh, you didn't tell me it's a
Well,
speed.
who's
It's just
just in your head? Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl? We're not going to hold you to it. Maddie, who's going to be in the Super Bowl?
No, I don't want to hear.
Bills
Close
too.
my ears when Matty gives his picks.
Bills play who in the Super Bowl?
I hate to say the Eagles.
Bills.
Wait. Rams, Eagles.
Rams, Eagles, Maddie says.
I think Cowboys going to win.
What? Cowboys?
Tampa?
No.
Did you say
Wait,
where?
are the Rams? NFC?
Cowboys.
Rams are
Rams
NFC.
are good.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm going to go Bills, Rams.
Bills, Rams, Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Maddie says Bills, Rams. Who do you got? Bills, Rams are actually a good pick.
Yeah.
As much as I hate to say it, I think it's going to be.
Eagles.
Oh, I hate them.
I know their defense is good. They're good.
They're
They're a good team.
I'm going to say the Lions
Okay. Well,
against.
but you don't hate the Lions. You hate the Eagles. That's why you're saying the Lions.
Yeah, I hate the whole Philadelphia scenario.
Well,
it's just not only them. I hate the Flyers. I hate the Phillies. I hate
Sixers.
I mean, how many fans beat up fans outside the
Sixers.
stadium
I hear you.
when they
So
lose again?
let's get back on track. You got the Lions. Who are they playing?
I'm going to go with KC.
Okay.
Really? Okay. All right. Wow. All right. They're struggling.
KC.
They're struggling.
They're a playoff team.
Well,
They are a playoff team, no
Yeah.
doubt. All right.
Get there.
So you're going Lions, Chiefs. Maddie's going Rams, Rams, Bills.
I don't really like the Chiefs. I'm doing it for Mommy because Mommy likes Patrick Mahomes. So this is a tribute.
So
to
it's not who you think is going to be in it.
That's true. I think the Lions are going to be in it, but I don't.
And who they playing?
I think it's going to be the Bills.
Lions. That's a good game. Lions,
Bills is what I think. I'm just adding this footnote to it. I don't want to go back on what I had to say, except that I'm doing because Mommy likes Patrick Mahomes, and I root for Mommy before I root for.
Who do the Bills beat to get in the Super Bowl?
Who do they play?
I don't.
Well, you're asking questions. I'm giving.
Who's in the
response.
AFC Championship?
I have no. Bills in the KC.
Okay. Well, all right.
And the Lions in Philly.
Okay. Yeah. Probably. All right.
Lions, Philly, KC, and.
I don't think Detroit beats Philly.
Well, yes, that's why.
I hate Philly too, but
That's why
Philly's
they
a
call
better
it
team.
gambling.
I hear you.
That's why
I
they
didn't
do
bet on it yet.
What do you think the line? What do you think the point spread will be on that game?
Who? Lions.
Yeah,
Lions. Eagles.
Lions in.
Well, it depends where it's at. So let's say it's in Philly.
It's
in Philly. It's going to be in
It's
Philly.
leaning Philly, right?
So let's say it's in Philly. I think it's Philly laying 2.5.
That's a marginal prediction.
I think that it's a close game. They're both good teams.
What do you think the OU is going to be?
46.
What are we talking about?
Would you
Philly,
bet under that or over that?
I would bet under that.
And how about the
Eagles Lions at NFC Championship?
Yeah, probably around there. 44, 46.
Yeah, 46.
46?
Yeah.
Too high.
Maybe 48.
Well, they're not going to put
44 and a half. I'll give 44 and a half.
Detroit scores a lot.
If they get to that point, and I think the Eagles will be. See, when you go, first of all, when I make a bet, and I used to bet more.
My
Forget about that.
Okay.
If I bet $10 on a game,
Yep.
or when it's 2.5, when it's 3 and under, I always bet the money line because does it make any difference if I win $8 or $7?
I don't think either matters.
No, it doesn't matter at all. You're right. You're right in that regard. But I it's so 2.5, 1.5, 2, 2.5, up to 3. It's so marginal that it's so unpredictable that anybody could win. But the one thing you might want to do when you get that kind of line, betting over is usually good. Because there's a good chance, particularly in basketball. When you got a line that close, it's going to get down to foul shooting at the end, which is usually going to mean the game's going to go over. And there's also a strong chance that it'll go into OT. There's no lock on that. It's just something to consider when you make a bet on a college basketball or football game. When you get that kind of
Do we have
line,
an update on the Air Force?
yeah, what are the
I
scores?
don't. Let's
How
see.
did the Air Force do? I forgot if I bet over or under. I think I bet over.
You wrote an
I know.
over number. Or you wrote an over under number.
It's a tie game with a minute 21, 64-64.
What's
What did you say about 2.5? The spread's
well,
2.5.
you're giving one, or it's money?
Money line.
It's close.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Okay.
the OU.
What is it?
The
over or
over's
under?
right there, too. It's at 128. I think it's
It's
160.
62?
Yeah.
64,
64,
It's at 128.
128. How are they going to get? They're going to get 10.5 points in a minute.
Overtime.
I don't. Well, maybe.
Overtime.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
OT. Went by Middle Tennessee State. After this, I'll let you get the.
That's fine.
I think
We're
we should
40
put Mommy.
minutes into
I
the
think we should put
episode.
Mommy on.
Mommy was on. She can come on.
No, Mommy.
Who did you take in your Survivor? The Ravens? Yeah, Ravens.
I forgot.
Mommy said Jets, but you.
They
you took
are
the Ravens.
down 19 with 14 minutes in the second half.
Hey,
The
No,
how about
Jets-
Valparaiso?
no, it's
Matty?
Wednesday.
that didn't start yet. I thought Valparaiso.
Valparaiso was.
Oh, that's.
I don't know. Okay. Well, you want to put Mommy
You-
on?
It's up to Mom. Do you want to?
Mom,
Do
you
you
wanna
want
be
to sit as we go through our fantasy football? Maddie's got to leave in 5 minutes. You don't have to.
Fantasy football.
I got to do matchups for week 12. You can chime in if you want.
No, I don't want.
Oh, zoom in.
I don't really.
All right, so let's thank you
Oh, you're welcome.
for that insight into
I just
gambling.
want to say that
Um,
it's a pleasure, a joy, and a
I
pleasure
get-
to have been invited to this show. I know it's a worldwide.
It
Did we
is.
do any advertising during
I
the
did.
Absolutely.
We had a Maine Beer Company lunch. I'm trying lunch. Delicious beer. Thank you for the sponsor.
for Mommy? You should try a red wine called.
Oh,
What, hon?
I tried
What's
it.
the red wine called, hon?
What's
the
it
name
called,
of
Mom?
Freak show.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
yes.
Freak show.
Pause.
It tasted like a
Horrible.
freak show. I tried it.
Thanks for having us on.
You're well, of course.
You're
Thanks for
welcome,
coming on.
Okay.
We'll have you back on for Thanksgiving. We're gonna check your picks too.
Okay.
We're gonna check your.
One other thing.
Yeah,
Always bet the Lions on Thanksgiving Day.
that's
Just
true. What about Dallas?
always against.
Against them?
Only on,
Okay.
not that I dislike Dallas, but they're second in line to Philly
Okay,
as far as,
so you're saying heavy on the Lions this Thanksgiving?
I didn't say heavy. I said bet the Lions. I didn't say heavy. Don't try to put words in my
All
mouth,
right.
Mr. Host. No.
All right, that's fine. Thanks for coming on, Dad.
You're welcome.
All right.
I didn't get a headset though.
No, I only have 2. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. Well. All right, Maddie. There we go. That's some episode.
Yeah,
Maddie,
great
I know
episode.
you got to go.
Yep.
Thanks, Dad, for being on, Ma. Thanks. Yep. And we're gonna let's go. Can you go through this quick,
Yeah.
Matt, for us so we
Yeah.
can just get through the week 12 matchup? Sorry about the camera. So we already went through your game with Pat Jr. We went through Andy with UG. David Jr. in a huge game with Mikey. Mikey's at 64% early, but that's going to be a close one. David's at 3-8. Mikey's at 7-4. These next 2 matchups are critical, though. Nipples at 7-4 against Ryan. Great game on paper. Nipples right now is at 65%.
Yep.
And if Nipples wins, Ryan goes to 8-4. Johnny's 8-4. Everything's open.
Yeah.
If Ryan loses again, everything's open. First and second round buys are wide open. And the big game at the end of the week, the 2 seed, yours truly, Uncle Dave, plays Cheech. They're both at 7-4. Cheech sits at 59%. I got a couple guys out, but it should be a good one. Quickly, Matt, who wins? Let's go through the who Mikey or Dave Jr.?
It's tough. It's gonna be a close game. I think Mike's gonna take it though.
All right. And then Nipples and Ryan.
I think Nipples gets the upset.
Wow.
It depends on if Lamar's
Wow.
going to play, which
Yep.
I don't think.
I don't think he's going to play.
Yeah, he sat out
Yep.
practice today. He's got ankle. There's no. They're playing the Jets. I don't think they can win without him. I think it's Nipples' week this week for sure.
Okay, and you got a score for that one?
I think 335 to 244 Nipples. That's
Wow,
it's gonna be a
right.
bad
It's
week.
another bad
It's gonna be a
week.
bad.
Wow. He's had 3 bad weeks, if that's true.
Yep.
And you're usually right on with those, man.
Mhm.
And again, the 2 seed versus Cheech. Cheech has won 5 straight. I've won 5. Cheech has won 4 straight. I think I've won 5. Big game. Cheech is at 59. What do you see happening here?
Well, look, undoubtedly matchup of the week. We all know that.
Yeah.
Dr. Average 4-game win streak. Tim Big Daddy a 5-game win streak. He's got the 2 best running backs I think I've ever seen in the league. Chris's team is getting hot. It's going to be a shootout. It really does come down to your receivers. Downs and Watson, they could put up 40. They could put up 10.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, Commish, but I think Chris's team is a little bit safer this week.
Yep.
He's been on fire. He did me dirty last week. I think it's going to be a 363 to 338 Christian.
You can still hear people in the green room.
Yep.
They're still in the green room talking sports and talking bets. So let's just quickly go, Maddie. Based on your predictions, and I agree with you, I think you're spot on as usual. UG's going to drop to 2-10. Nobody cares. David Jr. 3-9 out. Maddie still alive at 4-8. mathematically still alive.
Yep.
Pat Jr. drops to 5 and 7.
Yep.
And you could count them out, I think. I don't think I win either. I think I go to 7 and 5, which is fine. Mikey goes to 8 and 4. Andy goes to 8 and 4. Cheech goes to 8 and 4, right? And he's cooking with 5 straight. Nipples goes to 8 and 4. And Ryan, he would clinch his playoff spot if he goes to 8.
Yep.
What do you clinch your playoff spot? I think.
Mathematically, he's at 99%. I think he's clinched. He's not mathematically clinched, but he is. Listen, the thing is, if I wanted to make the playoffs, I'd have to win out. I think Andy would have to lose out. I think he's going to win this week, so it's over. But
and let me go through real quick. I know you got to jump. You have an appointment. Remaining games: Ryan plays Andy and Mikey. Could go 0-2 if he loses this week. It's crazy.
Good.
Andy plays Ryan and then myself. That's tossed up.
Yep.
Nipples plays myself and Cheech. Those are tough games.
Tough games.
Cheech plays Pat Jr. and Nipples. Tough. It could be tough.
Yeah.
Mikey plays his daddy, which is a cakewalk. That's a win.
So I think 1-1 for Ryan. 1-1 for Christian. 1-1 for Mike.
Yep.
I think Pat goes 0-2 versus Christian and David, and he's done.
Out.
And I think my dad goes 0-2.
Yeah. Okay. So after this week, you think Pat Jr.'s out of it. You're out of it. Your daddy's out of it.
Yep. And Dave's out of it.
So you think Pat Jr. is the person that's out of the playoffs?
Yeah. Without a doubt. I can say without a shadow of a doubt he's not making the playoffs.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. So, Maddie, again, I know you got to run. Thanks for sticking around. Special guest. Great episode. We'll have you back next week. We'll check the NFL picks. We'll check the spots. And also, we got a special show on site, possibly for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We're working on the contracts. But thank you again, Maddie. Dad, thanks for being on the show. Love you, boys. I'll see you soon. Take care.